Check 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. What's up, everybody? Where am I at? Okay. Here I am. I'm on the screen. What's up, everybody? It's Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. I was supposed to do. Oh, let me center myself a little bit. There we go. I was supposed to do a show tonight with Saigon to be here tomorrow afternoon. We had a little conflict and problem. Oh, I like my hat. Oh, New York. Yes, yes, yes. I think I got these hats from Don't Hide the Plug. Yeah. So yeah. So this the other hat, this hat also nationality hip hop, fire, and don't this hat old New York, is from, I believe it's Don't Hide the Plug TV or Don't Hide the Plug. I'm sorry. But so I wanted to build with y'all on something tonight. It's a post that I made on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, you would see, some of the things I post. I know, I talk about hip hop a lot. I've been doing a lot of hip hop interviews, but every now and again I like to get into the bag of, talking about what's going on with us as a people. I do want y'all to know a lot of times when it comes to our people, which is who our people are, that's all I really care about. I don't really indulge in things that other people are doing, because the other people have their communities, they have their thing, and they do what they do for them, and they make sure they're straight. When it comes to us, we're always asking for somebody to make sure we're straight. That's the difference. And a lot of times we don't have, I think we don't have the resources to be straight. So we depend on them for everything. Every now and again, one of us would jump out there and do something, and we all become proud of what they did and what they're doing. And how they sell it to the masses is they say Black owned. So when we see Black owned, we automatically salute it. It makes us feel good that we have something, that we own something. We see Black owned, we see this business is Black owned. We go in there, we see behind the counters Black people. And it might be a eatery or whatever the case may be, and you go in there and you see that, and then you see these people and they come back and you say, you own this? You say, yeah, wow, it's a Black man and or a Black woman. I went to this I was in Atlanta and I went to this bakery, and I love brownies. Anybody know me know I love brownies, not weed brownies or any brownies like that, but just brownies. It could be different flavors or whatever case may be, but no narcotic brownies. I just love brownies. So Ben and Jerry's got the best brownies, by the way, but they didn't pay me for that endorsement. So going in there, I was trying to get a cake, and he said I couldn't bake it by this time, so I was like, so you bake the cake? He was like, yeah, my father owns it. So his father came back, he was a Black man. So I was like, wow, this is dope. I'm in Atlanta, visiting in Black bakery, Black cake shop. So I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, like I almost need to buy something from them while I'm here. I know how it is, how difficult it is for business, especially in this time, right? And especially being Black owned. Unfortunately, we have to put that tag on a lot of things, Black owned. We and it means something to our people, right? It means when you see Black owned, you like, oh, I'm gonna go in there, I get a bag of chips because I want to support my people. I'll get anything from this place because you look and you see our people. Especially you go in there, you might see young Black ladies young men in there. So you're like, wow, like look at my people. We doing something. We doing something. We got something. I want to support. Even if it's $2, if it's $1, if I go in there and buy anything, it could be, because we're more than food places. We're more than fish fry places and Caribbean restaurants. We're more than that. We should own and have more than just places where we're going to eat and fraternize. It should be all types of places that we own. So anytime I see things, I say, let me support it. It might not be $100, might not be 50, it might be $10, but I'm gonna buy something. So now we get in these big corporations, and we see our faces running it. So we say, well, wow. So I don't have any streaming platforms. The streaming platform that I use is YouTube. If you don't put your music on YouTube, I don't hear it. I'm just keep it real with you. I don't have Spotify. I don't have Tidal. I don't have Apple Music. I don't have any streaming platform. If you don't put your music on YouTube, I don't hear it. Now, why don't you have any of these streaming platforms? Because I'm not paying these streaming platforms. It's just too much. It's just too many places. We got Netflix, we got Hulu, we got all these things to pay for. Then we have different people on this platform that has things, and we want to donate, we want to add on, we want to help people. So I don't have any streaming platforms. But I inquired a few years ago, and I said, what streaming platform should I get? Now, I was going to get Apple Music because it was basically I wanted to do playlists. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to get like a bunch of artists, not charge them for playlists like like that other scam stuff. I just wanted to do playlists. I wanted to do gym playlists. I wanted to do different things and then share my playlist with people like, yo, this is what I'm listening to, y'all. I wanted to do that. I didn't know what platform would allow me to do that like that, where it's not rocket science, where I'm not busting my brain trying to do it. I didn't know which one. So people was like, you can do it on Spotify, you could do it on Tidal, you could do it on different things. So I was like, I didn't know which one to go with. Now, I never did Spotify because Spotify was giving out podcast deals, but they never gave me one. So what am I supporting them for? Even though my podcast is on Spotify, Doggie Diamonds No Filter on Spotify, but they're giving out money to content creators. I'm a content creator. I deserve some of that cheese that's going out. I never got Tidal because Tidal was giving out cheese too. They gave people podcast deals, all this stuff. They never reached out to me. So I'm like, why would I spend my little $10, $20 a month? And what's in it for me? I love music, but hey, you just download the songs and you make your playlist. But then somebody was like, well, if anything, you should get Tidal. Why should you get Tidal? Because it's black owned. At least the owner. The owners is black owned. And you supporting a brother if you get Tidal. So I thought about that. I was like, you know what? Damn, maybe I should get Tidal out of everything. Apple Music. I don't know who owns Apple. I know it ain't one of us. Plus, Apple Music is giving out shows. I don't got a show on Apple Music. So that's how I am with everything. I'm like, okay, as a content creator, I'm supporting platforms that reward people for creating content, but none of these platforms reward me, and none of these platforms do business with me. So what the hell am I supporting them for? They don't support me. So long story short, I thought about Tidal. I really thought about Tidal. I was doing my research. I don't know how to do the playlist. I would figure it out. I'll look at a tutorial or something like that and I'll figure it out. But when I was thinking about Tidal, I was like, well, who owns Tidal? is it really owned by us? Is it really black owned? Is it really black owned? So when I was thinking about Tidal in its inception, when Tidal came out, it was people who came out who were so-called the owners. And remember, he introduced like Rihanna and Madonna. So I'm like, Madonna came out, so that makes it not black owned. Then he introduced some people with these, I forgot what their name is. They had on like some masks or something like that, some crazy stuff on there. But it was a bunch of people. But we've been conditioned to believe that Jay-Z owns Tidal. We've been conditioned to believe that Jay-Z owns Tidal. I'm going somewhere with this. So many of us got Tidal. Many of us got Tidal. Many of us was like, yo, let's get Tidal. It's owned by Hov. Daft Punk. Yeah, that's their name. Thank you, CT Reed. Hov owns Tidal. We get Tidal. We support Hov. Okay. So in getting Tidal, as of late, Hov sold Tidal. He sold Tidal, and the dude that he sold it to, I sat and looked at him and I was like, he's not one of us. He's one of them. Now, in business, you create business, you make business, you sell your business, you make your money. Sometimes if your business is going to tank or you see it going a certain way, you sell your business. Makes sense. Shout out to ASAP Ray. Thank you. First time catching me. You live. I rock with you. Thank you. I thank you. So you sell it to them. So when you sell it to them, it's no longer black owned, right? Because the guy who owns Square, he ain't black. I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to see that. He's not black. So it's black owned. So that's how we bought into that black owned thing. So what I'm feeling like a lot of times, people are using this black owned thing so we could support them and then they could sell it to them. So are you using black owned for your benefit, or are you using black owned for our benefit? Because if you are you have two different things. You have people who believe in race first. So everything is about us and you know, hold on, let me get you up out of here, because if you got a problem, I'm not mad at nobody. I'm talking, and if you don't want to be here, you could bounce. But now you don't have a choice because I made sure that you're not here. I'm not even going to say your name.
Fuck you and your mother.
So, the black owned thing, I feel like it's a ploy. The black owned thing, I think is what they say cap. What they say cap. I don't use that word. I say you fronting. I think the black owned thing is cap. I think a lot of people are really, really, really on that type of time. And I think some people are using it to get the support of us. And then once they get the support of us, they like, let me get this bread. So the deal is, right? You have people who are capitalists, and I have no issue with that. If you're a capitalist, that's your thing. That means you about the bread, you about the money. Money come first. Race, everything takes the backseat to money. It's cool. That's your thing. But the black-owned thing bothers me, people. It bothers me because when I see black-owned, I feel proud. I feel happy. I feel great. I feel like, yo, this is ours. You know, even if it ain't mine, but I feel like if it's yours, when I look at you, I see me. So if it's yours, it's mine. I'm going to support that like I own it too. But then when you sell it to them, it ain't ours no more. It's theirs. So did you use us to build it and then give it to them? Another example. The Nets. When I heard the Nets was coming to Brooklyn from New Jersey, I'm hyped. I'm from the town. I'm Brooklyn. Not only that, the Barclays Center is right in my neighborhood. So I was like, whoo, we got a team. I'm not into sports the way I used to be, really at all, honestly. But I'm like, I can wear some type of merch that says Brooklyn on it. Before that was the Brooklyn Cyclone. I'm not wearing no Brooklyn Cyclone. Shout out to Coney Island. But I ain't wearing no Brooklyn Cyclones. I ain't doing it. But when I saw the Nets, I'm like, the Nets is coming to town? We getting a basketball team and the stadium is going to be in the hood? Oh, yo, it's lit. It's lit. And Jay-Z owned the Nets? Yo, the Brooklyn dude, Marcy Projects, he owns the Nets, because remember, this is what they sold to us. We knew that it was the Russian was the majority owner, but this guy told us he owns the Nets too. He was a figurehead. He opened the stadium with a concert. Now, which y'all didn't understand, unfortunately, y'all, was a gentrification move. Don't Hide the Plug. There you go. There you go. There you go. Shout out to Don't Hide the Plug. This is their hats. Yes, I shouted you out earlier. Yes, this is their hats. This is their hat. This is their hat. Don't Hide the Plug. Yes, shout out to them. I knew they would come on. They sent me this a while ago, but I've been wearing it lately. Shout out to Don't Hide the Plug. This is their hats. They got a bunch of hats too. They sent me a Brooklyn Nets hat too. So this is the thing. Get your money. Get your money. Get your money. I'm not about whether people get money or not. Or I don't watch pockets. It's one thing I don't do. I don't watch pockets. But me being from Brooklyn, I watched how so many people got displaced in that area. I watched how they was looking to tear buildings down. They was doing stuff. And it was so cool when they build this area up, so many jobs was going to come into play. So many people, they're going to build this, they're going to build this, they're going to build that, they're going to build that. So many people came into the fold of, yo, they're about to big up the area. Brooklyn's about to change. Yes, Brooklyn did change. Brooklyn changed. But it wasn't for the better. In came the bike lanes. In came the gentrification. In came, they would have like, I don't even know what to call this in the middle of the street anymore. It's not even dividers. I don't even know what it is. Now, gentrification has there's a pro and it has a con. The pro is it's going to be safe. You ain't really, it's going to be safer. Let's say safer, because it ain't never going to be safe. It's still Brooklyn. It's going to be safer. The quality of life is going to go up because they're going to come in and clean everything up. Right? That's the pro to gentrification. The con is that many of us get displaced. We get kicked out of our neighborhood. We sell our stuff. We sell ourselves cheap, but what we call a lot of money is not a lot of money. Remember, when somebody offers you something, it's not a lot of money. If they offer you something, they got it. So when you hear that M, when you hear that 2 M's, when you hear that 300,000, that's the offer. That's the low end. You know, if you're ready to leave your hood, if you're ready to leave your neighborhood, so be it. No, when you see, it's two places that when you see the neighborhood is about to be a wrap. Any place you see a Starbucks, anytime you see a Starbucks in any neighborhood is over. Starbucks is like the entry level gentrification. Once you see Starbucks, it's a wrap. Because after Starbucks, Chipotle comes. There's just something about these two places. Once you see, I don't care what neighborhood you are, once you see a Starbucks, it's pretty much, it's over. Because Chipotle is coming right after that. You look at this, any place you see a Starbucks, Chipotle is not too far from it. I don't know if it's the same owners or whatever the case may be, but that's something that I noticed. Oh, Whole Foods too. Whole Foods, forget about it. Whole Foods, there goes the neighborhood. But let me stay on topic. So the Nets come, we all hype. You know, me like a damn idiot. Yo, we got a basketball team. Y'all Knicks fans did it. But what happens is they come in, they displace a lot of people, a lot of things change. But we supported the Nets. We was happy. Why? Because Brooklyn, we never had nothing. And then we started thinking Jay-Z owned it. So what we do, us wanting to be supportive of our people, especially somebody from our culture, we say Hove. Oh man, his business, he's crazy with the business. He getting that money. And it inspires so many people. And then you have people who fall in line to this man because they believe that he's the end all be all. Or if they go against him, they on the outs. And again, I'm not saying don't support him. I'm, whatever you into is what you into. But it was cap, as they would say. He didn't own the Nets. He didn't really own much of the Nets at all. And he sold it. He sold his 1% or some of his 1%. He sold it. Now we here with the title. He sold it. So do you cancel your title subscription now? Do you say, damn, I only supported this because it was black owned? Do you cancel it? Do you get rid of it? Do you say, man, they got me? Do you get rid of it? Now again, this man said I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. So anything he does doesn't shock me and surprise me because that's who he is. I'm not, like I said, I'm not even mad about him with that. Shazzy 122, we need to talk about ownership. I live in a Mexican hood in Houston, which has changed. At least wanted it because it never floods here. Gotta own. So my thing is, he is a capitalist. He's about his paper. Anybody who's about their paper, cool. Do what you do. Money, although I need money, money is not my motivation for doing certain things because sometimes you could be doing certain things you got no business doing if the money is right. That can't sway me. If I have to say, damn, should I do this? And then think about the dollar figure. Nah, I'm not talking about should I sell something? I'm talking about morally. You know, it's a meme that go around. Would you smack your grandmother for $6 million? And people be like, well, she just gonna have to get slapped. I'm like, no dollar amount could make me slap my grandmother. That's just me. Like, slap my grandmother for money? So if you slap your grandmother for money, what wouldn't you do? Now, for those who's into what they into, again, a lot of people love that bag. A lot of people chase that bag. A lot of people, that bag means more than everything, than anybody and anything. And when that bag comes into play, nobody matters to that bag. That bag it supersedes everybody and everything. I just never really been like that. I've never been like that. It's no dollar amount that can make me be outside of self. Where's self at? Self is a higher self. So I'm not going to lower myself for money, because at the end of the day, what is really the reward? You get money. What you do? Get a car. You get a house. You get money, and then you start celebrating the money. Income tax time is coming around, right? You don't have a TV already? People buy TVs, they buy living room sets, and they buy cars around income tax time. You don't got a TV already? You didn't get a TV last income tax time? You didn't get a living room set last income tax time? You need a new car? I got a car, right? I got a 2019 car. I won't say what kind, it don't matter. But my car has 7,700 miles on it, right? So it's 2021. My car is supposed to have at least 20,000 miles or 24,000 miles because it's 2 years old. If you're in New York City, you know, out of state it's a little bit more. But I have 7,700. 77, so I'm up. So I was gonna say, damn, I want a new car. You know, you get a couple of dollars. And I was like, well, what the hell I need a new car for? I really had to say this. I said, what do I need a new car for? Now, my car doesn't have, I'm a tech person. Sorry, I love electronics. I love gadgets. My car doesn't have Android Play and Apple Play. So my dumb ass, not thinking, was about to buy a whole new car that has that when I could just go buy a new system and put it in there for like $300. And I said, well, if you buy a new car, because I seen this, I don't really want to endorse nothing, but I am. I seen this 2021 Nissan Maxima that I fell in love with. It was $48,000. I fell in love with a car. I'm not really a car person, but I seen this car and I was like, yo, panoramic sunroof, 19s, black chrome 19s on there, right? Panoramic sunroof, kitted out, leather seat, everything. And I was like, yo, it was like a smoke gray, almost like the color of this shirt. I was like, yo, nah, this car is me. I need this car. I'm getting this car. I sat on it. I'm like, nah, I'm getting this car. Then, do some mind computing. Well, what are you buying the car for? You got a car. Your car got 7,700 miles on it, right? You have a car, and all you do is go to the gym and go home and go, you know, do your little runs your little shopping and all that, you know, for you go to GNC. That's what you do with your car, bro. You do not go joyriding. You do not ride people around. It's in the middle of a planned, whatever it is, right? It's in the middle of what's going on. Where you going in this 2021 car? You didn't even post your brand new car on the internet before. Nobody even know you drive. Nobody seen your car. So what you gonna get this car to say, look, y'all, 2021? That's not you. That's not you. That's not you. And one thing about me, I never think outside of self. I don't become who I think I should be to appease people. I am who I am. I am what I am. I'm not here trying to make friends. I'm not here trying to appease people. I'm not here trying to be outside of self to attract people. So I didn't buy the car. I'm not buying the car. I'm like, yo, what, I'm going to have this brand new car to go to the gym? Now, what people do is when you go in parking lots, they open the door and they put these little dents in your car. Who got them little dents in their car from people opening their door and denting your car? They do that. So I would go crazy if I came outside and I got this brand new 2021 sitting crazy and I see one of them little dents on my car. It ain't gonna work. So what do I say? It's my born day. I was gonna get the car. I say, you know what? I'm not getting that car. Instead, somebody got me a billboard in Times Square. I had me some brownies. I had me some ice cream. I had Zuri with me. That is happy birthday to me. That's a perfect day for me. And I got a lot of love from y'all and the people. That's a perfect day to me. You know how much that cost me? Zero. It didn't cost me nothing. The billboard, somebody get it for me. Somebody say, yo, you deserve this. Hey, I know that costs a lot of grip. But the love that I get from the people, somebody rewarded me with that. So I said, yo, you just saved a bunch of money by keeping this car that got 7, not even 10,000. And then they're saying, if you trade your car in, we'll give you 12 racks. Nah, not doing it. I'm not doing that because that's not my thing. It's not me. If you a car person, salute to you. If you are a materialistic person, salute to you. You like what you like. It's never my thing to say what you should and shouldn't be doing. But that's not me. I wish y'all could see. One day I'll show you. I got these bright lights. I got all this stuff out, to make sure that this looks good. I invested in that. I invested in my product. I invested in myself. My car is not an investment in this. This can get me a car. The car can't get me this. So I saved my bread. Not doing it. And I got a brand new car. So we use black owned, and it's conflicting because sometimes black owned excludes. It excludes people. Some people say black owned. Well, damn. I shouldn't mess with it because it ain't for me. It ain't for me. Now, the issue, I see Black Wall Street always coming up. Black Wall Street, Black Wall Street. We need a Black Wall Street. We need a Black Wall Street. My issue with Black Wall Street always was this and always will be this. Black Wall Street had all them businesses flourishing because it was more than Black Wall Street. We think it was just Black Wall Street. It was many different places that we owned and had. Many different towns that we, have. The issue is one thing that we didn't have on Black Wall Street is people to defend it. See, this is the race that we losing. We got all this stuff and no way to keep it. So when they come and say, give me that, or when they come and say, I'm getting rid of this because I don't want you to have it, how do we defend it? How do we keep it? How do we keep outsiders out? Because if you go to one of these areas that these people own, because everybody got an area, right? We don't have an area. Only thing we get is like the projects. That's our area. That's what we designated to, the projects. But you know, you got Little Italy. You have Chinatown. You got all types of places. You know they got their areas. Only thing we don't have is security and an army. Now, if you go to Chinatown and you steal something and you try to run down a block, I'm pretty sure every last one of them will come out there and whip your ass. They all gonna come and get at you. With us, we almost feel happy when other people mess with us. We get hype, we get gas. Example, if I met a female, Blizz is in here, I hit Blizz and I say, yo, Blizz, yo, I just met this nice shorty. She bad, you know, me and her been kicking it. What race would you think she is? Black, right? Because I just said I just met a shorty. I just met a shorty. But you notice when it's somebody who's non-black, we say their race first. So if I said I just met a shorty, you wouldn't think she was a white girl. So why, if it's not different or weird, why do I have to say, yo, I just met this white girl? Yo, I got this Asian girl. You never say, yo, I just met this black girl. You never say that. Why? Because that's what you're supposed to be doing. But when it comes to everybody else, yo, I got this Russian chick. I got this. That's how you know it's something weird. So when we start getting accepted by them, we get hype. We get hype. Look at the athletes. The athletes, you know, he grew up inner city. As soon as he go to college, he start doing his thing. Here they come after him. Now he got I got this white chick. Oh, they do the same too. I'm dealing with a black. He's black though. So with me, you know, I never dated a white woman, never will, never even hugged one before. Just ain't my thing. You know, if that's what you do, do what you do. But it just ain't my thing. You know, I've said this time and time again. I don't have to keep expressing that. Some people mad at me because I said that. Some people don't like me. Whatever the case may be. Just my preference. My preference is my preference. I prefer to deal with women of my culture. Now that's black women, but then when we dealing with black, it's different nationalities. You know, only time when we say black, we think of black to us in America means African American when you're dealing with the women, but then you can have women who are you have women who might have a different nationalities. But that's a whole nother subject. We're not getting into that. But yeah, I never done that before. I never even hugged one of them before, you know, and I won't. You know what I'm saying? If they support me, they buy my clothes or whatever, salute you, or whatever you do. If you watch me, salute you. But that doesn't mean we have to be romantically involved. You know, I can be what I do. I can be I can be who I am. I can be Doggie Diamonds, and you can like what I do, but that don't mean I have to sleep with you. It's just the truth. There is no prize for sleeping with you. There is no reward. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Just with me. I do not feel accepted because they like me. But I'm not going to use black owned as a ploy to get black people to deal with me and be proud of me, then I sell it. That's the problem. And another thing that was bothering me, that was tripping me out. And this is a segue into, I think I kind of pretty much covered that topic. What? I like to have fun. I like to laugh. Children are the funniest beings on earth. Their discovery, their new words, their new vocabulary, the way they use stuff, the way they use expression is hilarious. If you have a child in your life or you're around children, that is some of the most joyous times you will ever have, based off their innocence, based off of what they say. Children is everything to me because they just make me laugh. You know, you could call them a poop head, they call you poopy leg, all types of stuff. You know, it's fun talking to, dealing with children, and you know, counting with them. You know, it's just fun. So it makes me laugh. And it's very, that's when you're sometime in your purest state, when you have to deal with a child, because you can't curse in front of them, you can't get angry in front of them, you can't shout, you can't use certain words, you can't use certain expression. When you're in front of a child, it's almost like being in front of one of your elders. You're like on your best behavior, you know, and that's when you're in your purest state, because that's when you are on your best behavior in front of a child, you know. So I like to y'all know I got Zuri. That's my god baby. Everybody thinks she's my daughter, no matter how many times I say she's not my daughter. People say your daughter. I mean, she just happened to look like me because we're related. We're really she's my cousin, but she's also my goddaughter. So I post a billion pictures of her because she's funny. She's funny. She'll shout out to G Rock for the donation. She'll make fun of my teeth, and I'm like, but you have the exact same teeth. How could you talk about my teeth? You got the same teeth. And then her teeth just fell out. So it's just funny. So I like to have fun. I like to call my family up. We laugh, we joke. I watch comedies. I do. You know, I'm pretty much where's all? I don't see none of the donations on here, but they're coming on here. I'm confused. What's going on? But anyway, so I like to have fun. Sometimes I come off very serious. Sometimes some people have called me angry and bitter. I don't know what I'm angry and bitter about. But whatever. Say what you want to say. If that's how you want to view me, cool. I'm just a serious person. And I believe that when you're in front of the world, it is a certain decorum you should have in front of the world. Right? That's what I know. Right? My thing in front of the world has always wanted to have people look at me and say, that's an intelligent black man. That, hey, right, wrong, indifferent, he don't be playing himself. Yeah, where these super chats coming from? Where I ain't get that bread that day. But anyway, I don't know what's going on, but they just coming out of nowhere. Look, they just keep coming through. I'm about to turn this down. Right, wrong, indifferent. I wanted to be viewed as somebody who don't play theyself, somebody who knows how to carry themselves, somebody who knows how to conflict resolution, just different things that I just wanted to be proud of me. So even when Zuri saw me on Drink Champs and she saw me on TV, she's like, that's my godfather. I wasn't really cursing too much. I wasn't playing myself. Like my family could look at me and say, wow, like he's up there. Look at the family member. Where I'm going with this is that in these times where we should be educated, in these times where it's so much information that we should be acquiring, in these times where we're behind, you got to remember, we've been behind so long. We playing catch up and we catching up. Knowledge, as far as knowledge, we right there. We right there, right? Why is everybody playing so much? When I look at it, comes through my timeline a lot. Why is everybody on TikTok acting like assholes? I mean, maybe I'm not humorous enough. Maybe I don't. I'm about to turn this off because these super chats is coming through crazy and it's not even with this show. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I don't find humor in acting stupid. Maybe it's just, if you're a comedian, I expect it. I expect it. You're a comedian, this is what you do. But I never thought I'd see a time where we such in desperate times financially. We don't know about credit. We don't know about loans. We don't know about a lot of stuff. And I just see everybody playing. I'm like, well, the way you playing, you must really got your shit together. Where is it? Come on, man. I'm going to take these super chats off because none of these super chats are now. But my thing is, how is everybody playing? How is everybody, every challenge that come out, it's like, let's do this challenge. Everybody's doing like these voiceover on TikTok. And I'm like, if you're on social media all day, because first and foremost, let me just keep it real with you. There's no way in hell if your children are being homeschooled, why are you letting the computer school your children, for one? What time do you have dialogue with them, read to them, and get them to understand other ways in life and things that's going on in life if you on here? It's people that I get the pings that they're on Clubhouse for like 10 hours. What are you doing? Where's your children? You have children. Where's your children? Like I said, children are precious. That's your gift. That's what you brought forth in the world. It's very special to bring another life into the world. How you playing on TikTok? Now, if you're doing something with your child and y'all doing, that's cool. It's kiddie stuff. But how you playing on TikTok? How you shaking your ass all the time? How you sitting on camera smoking? We don't care if you smoke or you drink. Why you got to do that on the camera? So I be really tripping off that. I'm like, damn, we in trouble, man. But then when people be like, yo, you cool with such and such, I be like, nah, because we're on different wavelengths, right? And it's not that I'm better than anybody, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull you up or you gonna pull me down. So I just stay away. And everybody not ready to grow. Everybody's not ready to be mature. We only jump on stuff when the cops beat us, kill us. And then when that run out, we go right back to playing. That's why they don't take us serious. They know that they can control our emotions. They know that they can control our emotions. Who do you think makes these things go viral? They control that. So on Instagram, because I unfollow all the people who partake in these things, right? So on Instagram, they have something called Reels. And in Reels, it pops up on your timeline whether you follow the people or not, believe it or not, y'all. And I'll tell y'all, if I didn't have a website, if I didn't have this, I would not be on social media. Because it's really anti-social media. Everybody's on there talking about who they don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So like, who do you fuck with? Because you fuck with people who don't fuck with you. But they have something called Reels. And when you go on, where's my iPhone? Well, I can show you on my Android, but forget it. I'm looking at, and it's a lot of women dancing. But when I look at the reel, it's a lot of women who seem to be from the continent of Africa. I'm dead serious. I don't know if it's my algorithm. I don't know if that's what I get on my feed, but it seemed like to be a lot of women from the continent of Africa, because when they talk, you can hear an accent. You can tell they're not American. Then you look, it'll say Ghana, it'll say different places, right? I be tripping because I'm like, where they learn this stuff at? Why are they on there doing these challenges? That's what they do out there? Are they doing that because that's what we think is cool out here? Who is our representation to the world? Do they think in America that many of us are here acting like asses? Do they think that we're here dancing all the time? Or, women are, y'all are in Ghana or any of these countries in Africa, you trying to be a Kardashian? Y'all, that's what y'all think we like out here? Like, where is your information coming from? Who's responsible for being the segue between us and them on the continent? And I'm not talking about dancing. I'm talking about acting an ass. I can show you what I'm talking about, because dancing is dancing. Twerking is not there. Dancing is not there. But I'm talking about these challenges. Who is responsible for making them think this is what we like? A lot of them got long weaves. It's just, like I said, I'd just be tripping because I'm like, who? Yeah, so you tell me you in Ghana listening to NBA Youngboy? So you're listening to the NBA Youngboy clip that everybody is listening to? But what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that when it comes to us as a people, unfortunately, they control how we view each other and how we view the world. For example, when she was running for vice president, what was her name? Well, first she was against Joe Biden. They was beefing. You know, they exposed a lot of stuff about each other during the Democratic party run in their face off. But then they got cool. They got down. It was to get rid of Agent Orange, right? Her name was Kamala Harris. Her name was Kamala Harris. She was a mixed woman, a black woman. Her father Jamaican. That's what, see, the black owned thing that I'm gonna tie it all in. I seen black women happy. Black women was happy, and I sat back, I don't say nothing. Because see, with me, I know what I know what I'm on, and okay. Y'all got a black woman. If she's a black woman and you think you got a black woman vice president, who am I to tell you that you're wrong? But her name was Kamala Harris. Her father's Jamaican. Her mother's Indian. You got a black woman. Where people say, her father's Jamaican. All right, cool. So y'all got a black woman. As she was getting into office, and then when she won, it went from Kamala Harris, the black woman, to Kamala. Went from Kamala Harris to Kamala. You notice they stopped calling her Kamala. They started calling her Kamala, of East Asian descent. The whole black thing was gone. It's not even there now. Where is she? Where is she? She's the vice president. She's the first woman, black woman, vice president. Where is she? So you mean to tell me she's the first black woman vice president in the history of the country? We ain't even heard from her? Where is she? And what has she done for black women? What has she done for black women? See, they always play. See, that's that black owned thing. That's that black owned thing. Now, if you accept her as a black woman, cool. Right? It is what it is. I'm not telling you to accept her. I'm not telling you not to accept her. That's on you. All I'm saying is that when we throw these titles out there, the first thing that we do is we straight up and then we run towards it, because we look. We so messed up, we don't got shit to be proud of, that every time we get something, we just get proud of it, whether it's for us or not. They asked, what's the chick name? Tiffany Haddish. Who you going for? I'm going for anybody black. I'm just going for anybody black. So let me see. We got like Clarence Thomas. We got that sheriff dude. We got Larry Elder. So you're going for anybody black, no matter what their political stance is, no matter how they feel about us. They're black. We're just going for them. That's that black owned thing that I'm talking about. Because we seem to think that we own black people. We see somebody black. Yeah, that's right. Till they open their mouth. Until you see what their political agenda is, till you see what they're about. And then you see that they are not in your best interest. So when you see black owned, always pull back the layers. Always pull back the layers. Because our people that we have to be proud of, you and me, are entertainers. We don't got no top lawyers. We don't got no top doctors. We do. But we don't have no top lawyers. We don't have no top doctors. We don't have nothing. Everybody that we don't have no top political figures. We don't have anything. It was a particular time where you had Malcolm, you had Martin, you had Marcus Garvey, you had the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You had different people. We have none of that today, right? All we have is people who rap, sing, and play sports. And then we expect them to be educated on political stuff. We expect them to be educated on financial stuff. And he a damn rapper. That's all we got. That's all we got. We have people, they don't want us to remember them. Remember means past tense. But who gets promoted? Look at the topic I'm talking about tonight. Look at the topic I'm talking about tonight, right? I think this is an important topic. I do interviews. I can do interviews in my sleep. I can interview anybody in my sleep. In my sleep. I could sensationalize any topic. I could put any title on here. I could talk like a damn asshole at any given time. I could go in on anybody at any given time, have 4,000 people in here. But look what I'm talking about tonight. Topics like this is not relevant to us. And it ain't even going to go in the YouTube algorithm. It ain't going to go in there. Why? Because we might end up enlightening each other tonight. We might end up having some dialogue where that light bulb goes off. But the only topics that's going to go through this thing is when I'm kicking niggas back in or somebody getting their back kicked in. So when people be like, yo, my views, look at my views. I got this views. What are you talking about? Because it's easy to get on here and just talk about how we ain't shit and I'm saddened by it. I'm really saddened by it. I'm like I said, this video, I'm just doing this because it was something that was on my spirit. I don't have to be here. Y'all don't have to be here with me either. So salute to y'all for sitting here for an hour with me and listening. But I don't have to be here, neither do y'all. We don't have to have grown man and grown woman talk. We don't have to do that. Because the people that's playing, look what they get for playing. They get rewarded with blue checks. Instagram told me I didn't do enough to be verified on Instagram. What do I have to do? Oh, so her with her titty out did enough to be verified. So that makes the whole verification process bullshit. That makes the whole verification process bullshit. Look what I have done for our culture in so many different ways. But the chick with her ass out can get verified. She has contributed nothing to culture, nothing whatsoever. She has never taught anybody anything. She has never, she's not even a good role model. She has no skill and no talent. And even some of the dudes. But they're verified though. The Instagram tell me, unfortunately, we cannot verify you at this time. Try again in 30 days. I'm like, what do I have to do? Oh, I know. I don't act like a damn ass. The Gorilla Glue girl is verified. Rest my case. Let me drink some water. Let me drink some water to that one. This is alkaline water too. So, when you say you're going to murder, death, kill, when you rap about certain things, when you present yourself a certain way, then you get rewarded. Then they say, well, let's verify him because this, look at the traffic he brings. Sometimes I hit people up. I rarely hit people for interviews. I'm going to be real with y'all. I can get to anybody, but I'm not into overselling myself. Honestly, I shouldn't have to sell myself to anybody. My track record is what it is. I did what I did. If you don't know who I am, fine. I'm not selling myself to anyone. Period. That's maybe one of my problems. I don't sell myself to anyone. I ain't selling myself. So I hit up somebody. The only person I hit up, because I asked some of the youth, yo, who should I interview? And somebody said, interview Little TJ. I said, well, who the hell is Little TJ? I have no idea who Little TJ is. I did some research. I look, oh, okay, he's a young dude. I need to have dialogue with, some of the youth and pick their brain or whatever. And see, because I want to know, like, fuck is wrong with y'all? Hold on.
Fuck is wrong with y'all?
All right. So I hit the email and the thing. Somebody responded to me. And they said, what's your platform? So I said, well, I got a YouTube called Doggie Diamonds TV. At this particular time, I think I had 110 subscribers. Which again is not your following and who follows you. It's not you have something. Let me educate you on something. You have people who are called shadow followers. You have people who watch everything you do, but they will not hit subscribe. They will not hit follow. They just don't want to do it. Something in them cannot bring them to say that they follow you, that they subscribe to you. They just won't do it. But they watch everything. But they will not, they just won't do it. They might even like some of your stuff, but they just will not hit that button. I don't know what that's all about. But they'll subscribe to Vlad and No Jumper. That's a whole nother topic. But they'll subscribe to that. But when it comes to you, I ain't subscribing to them. I have people who I've interviewed, gave some of the biggest looks, some of the biggest platforms in their life, and the biggest look they ever had. They don't even follow me on no social media. I don't say nothing. Because I ain't in it for that. I'm not in it for that. They'll hit me up on the DM, yo, good looking, bro. Love the interview. Yo, I'm getting a lot of feedback. Yo, that's my greatest interview. But they ain't following me. But then when you go to experiment. Go on Instagram, right? Go on Instagram. This is an experiment I want all of y'all to do. Go on Instagram. Go to the search page. When you go to the search, this is the Explorer page, right? When you go to search, this is the Explorer page. Look, let me turn this down. Look. Real Buffalo. This is what's I'm telling you. This is all it on there. But when you go to Real Buffalo, so African woman calling herself Buffalo. Look, I can go to this female right here, right? And then when you look at the names on there, you'll see people that you know following them and liking their stuff. And they'll hit you on the DM, bro, I need an interview. But they'll never, ever, ever like anything that you do. But when you look at her with her titties out, they all on that. Hard eyes and everything. I'm always bewildered by that. I don't even question it. I don't question it. It is what it is. The women that I follow that are models on Instagram, I actually know them personally, and they follow me back. But I'm not following anybody. The little TJ thing. Damn, go back. Some people I hit up, and I say, yo, let's do an interview. You know what they'll say? Yo, he don't got a lot of Instagram followers. I'm not doing an interview on Instagram. I'm not doing an interview on Instagram. What does it matter? So for the people, because again, people be really, really misinformed about views and all that. I'm telling y'all, YouTube kind of, I don't know if I could use these words without them detecting it, but they did something to me after I talked about certain people. So I'm gonna prove something to you. So let me do screen share really quick. You can see this is July 25th, 2017. You see 116,000 views. But I'm gonna go to my page and I want to show y'all something. Let's go to your channel. Let's go to, I think I can, this is live right now. So let's go to, this is how my YouTube page looks. This is in case you missed it. Sometimes I put up old videos that you might have forgot about. This is No Filter, Newsroom is a God. Popular uploads. So a lot of times people talk about views and they talk about, yo, I got these views and yeah, I'm getting all these views. Popular uploads. This is your videos that show how that you have videos that have a lot of views. So look, Ali Vegas 4.6. The Brat, me was talking about the Brat, 1 million. Choke No Joke 765,000. Ron Savage. This is not even monetized. I don't make money off this video. I don't make no money off this. 645,000. Hassan Campbell 467,000. Tribe Gangsta 442,000. 50 Cent 370. Scott LaRock Jr. 366. The Full Ali Vegas 350. Charlemagne 349,000. Inspector Deck. This is more recent. Emilio Sparks, and it's a bunch of more videos that I have where that did a lot of views and do a lot of views. So when people talk about views, and they talk about I do this and do that. I mean, I got that off interviews. You know what I'm saying? I'm to get that off interviews. I get that off my work. Like I don't get that. I don't talk about people. You know what I'm saying? I get that off interviews. But the point that I'm making to y'all is people get rewarded for being complete imbeciles. Why? Because the imbecile is a representation of what they would like everybody to follow. For example, and this is something that I wanted to address really, really bad. No. Another video. So you have OnlyFans. Once some people started saying, well, I made 60 grand off the first month off OnlyFans. You know, then you have women who started making OnlyFans pages. Huh? Not knowing if you're going to make 60 grand or not. You might make $60. But I saw your box. So that means your box is only worth $60. Think about that. Really think about that. She said she made 60 grand off of OnlyFans. So you know we in some monkey see, monkey do thing, because you have people on YouTube talk about check out my podcast, but they don't have no audio. Huh? Anyway, you made an OnlyFans and you made $60. $60. You done gave up all the goods for $60. Then you start seeing them say half price on my OnlyFans. Now listen. I don't body shame. Whatever size you are, but when you got like bullet wounds and chicken pox, scars from when you was 10 that never healed, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? You got measles marks, your TB shot, that 4 dots never healed. You still got that. What are we doing? So what I'm not understanding is that when it comes to representation of us, we each have to be our own representation at this particular point in time, because nobody represents us. Nobody represents us, because when somebody stands out in front and we get behind them and we say, yes, black owned this, then we just start seeing them doing stuff and we like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So you have to represent yourself. You got to be the change you want to see. When everybody be doing a lot of stuff for clout, I don't be on that type of time. Like, I don't need that. I don't need it that bad. Seriously. Before I get in front of the world and start acting like a complete idiot, where I wake up the next day like, because you got to remember, I don't smoke or drink, so I'm always sober. So I don't have no excuse. I can't say I was bent, I was high, and I wilded out and I erased the video. No. I have no excuse. I'm always in the right mind. I have no excuse. You know how sometimes back in the days you might have hit an ugly joint, but you was off that yak. So it's like, yo, she was popped like that. Yo, I don't know. I was off that Boca Chica. I was bent. So, yo, man, I took one for the team. But I don't have that excuse. I didn't drink since 2002, so I have no excuse for having erratic, weird behavior. So when people be doing stuff, I be like, yo, what's wrong with this nigga? Anyway, before I start acting like an ass, before I start tripping and just doing stuff outside of my person, because I'm not a character, because a lot of these people are characters. I mean, they have, sometimes I peek in on people and they got, they got little things that they do every time. They have little facial expressions. The shit is down pat. I ain't gonna front. Some of them got it down pat. And again, they sell it to the people buy. I'm not even mad at that. Do what you do. It's just not what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's just not what I do. A lot of the little dudes from my hood who's not little anymore, I can't even call them, I could just call them young. I can't call them little. Once you 21, once you 18 now and you outside with a stick on you, I can't call you a little dude. But a lot of them hit me recently, like in the last month, like, yo, we happy that we could look at you and you putting on for the hood and you never played yourself. Now they know, right? They know in the hood, a lot of people know, like, if it's on, I'll punch somebody in their face, or if I gotta defend me and mine, I'll let it go. But that shit don't mean nothing in the real world. I keep telling people, there's no special grave. There's no special jail. There's no special grave. I mean, you dead. Like, what, they gonna put you in a mausoleum? Oh, your urn is better than the next person's urn. You had doves sending you off. You was in a white casket. You got sandwiches in jail. You got a cell phone in jail. You got steak in jail. None of that means nothing. None of that means nothing when you're dead or when you're in jail buried alive. Because unfortunately, when I see people type, don't let that go over your head after they type something. I say, well, damn, first person I seen doing that was Casanova. That's like his thing. I hope that don't go over y'all heads. I see mad people doing that now. I hope that don't go over y'all heads. But he said nobody ain't coming to see him or visit him. Now this man done did a So Brooklyn challenge and posted everybody on his Instagram who did the challenge. He done showed love to everybody. Everybody. All the rappers who did it, young, old, signed, unsigned. Nobody's going to see him in jail. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. No matter, listen, you just got to be your biggest fan. You got to be your biggest supporter. You have to find a reason to get up every day and do what you do. Because if you leave it to other people, they going to be like, yo, who's next? Who's next? Because he's finished. But that got to get replaced, though. See, it's certain frequencies that have to stay in place, and there's certain frequencies that gotta get pushed in order for them to control how we view each other, how we view ourselves, and how we're viewed as a whole. So they just gonna keep pushing. You know, it's every year, um, they have, you know, some new person, you know, and we when Bobby and Rowdy got out of jail, you know, they got propped up. They got, you know, they out, the real is home and all that. And I was like, damn, like, freedom. I'm happy, you know, that they're free, but didn't they go to jail because they committed a crime? So now we prop up and we love people who go to jail and come out of jail, but we don't see no graduations. We don't see no weddings. All we see is baby showers. We see gender reveals, which is dumb as hell to me. That's a whole nother subject. I don't know what the hell a gender reveal is. We don't see no weddings. We don't see no graduations. All we see is like baby showers and just partying. How could you not stand tall? You're going to jail. But it's not like it's Mumia. It's not like it's Matulu Shakur. See how we got tricked into believing, yo, they didn't tell, so let's celebrate them. Again, we keep talking about prison reform. What about prison prevention? How are we trying to get people out of jail when we not even trying to stop them from going in the first place? Because all the nigga shit that dudes do to go to jail, we think is cute. Oh, he a real one. Yo, you go to school? I ain't, yo, all right. Yo, you know who make the most money in the world? You know who really controls the world? Engineers. Engineers. I ain't talking about music engineers, just engineers, period. It's different types of engineers. Engineering is big. Think Elon Musk. These dudes be engineers. They got foresight, they got vision to do stuff that controls a lot of stuff. But we don't, you know what, you know what black people code is for you an idiot? When they say, you better than me. Like, yo, I'm getting married. Word, you better than me. That means you're an idiot. Straight up and down. Look at how just the relationship with people. Look at how we look at our relationships with one another. Look at how it's not real. It's not real. When I say something, right? I say something and somebody say, yo, I lost all respect for you. I'm unsubscribing. Because I said one thing, you never had respect for me. Because you might have a different perspective on something. And just because I don't agree with your perspective, that don't mean that I'm unsubscribing from you. I hate you now. I'm unfollowing you. No, that's what you think. You know how many people over the course of my day just say something that's just really dumb to me? Or I just be like, well, sometimes people say dumb shit. It's not the end of the world. Oh, I lost all respect for you. I'm unsubscribing. You ain't never have no respect for me. So whenever people say that, I put them out their misery. I take them in the backyard and I shoot them virtually on YouTube and I block them. But look how we are easy to just discard each other. Oh, I don't agree with you. Is this dude on Facebook? He didn't agree with something that I said today. Right? So he started going on every post disagreeing. Oh, I see where we going. Let me put you out of your misery, because I'm not arguing with people on the internet. Your arguing on the internet is like very weird sometimes. Sometimes I go in the comments and I see stuff and I'll be like, yo, what are you talking about? Because sometimes an uncontested lie starts to look like the truth. So you got to say something sometimes. But it's like the stuff people be talking about is like, yo, you got up at 6 a.m. and that's what you was thinking about. You know why I don't have a long-standing feud with nobody? It be people who be having long-standing feuds, people that they hated for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and every time you see them, they're talking about this particular person. I don't have a long-standing feud with nobody because nobody lives in my head. Nobody's that important to me. No way I'm going to get up in the morning and just say, I'm going to make a video about this guy or that guy, or always have something to say about this person. I don't care. Nobody lives in my head. And if I dislike you that much, I'm going to ignore you, or I'm going to try, or if you did something to me that bothers me that much, I'm going to try to physically harm you because you disrupting my whole spirit. I have to do something to you. And there's people who violate it. It's people who violate it. Not in no funny way, but it's just people who said things about me and that I probably should, I'll be like, man, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm gonna be, man, ain't nobody that important. Period. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody that important. Cancel culture is really weird to me. I see y'all talking about it in the chat. Cancel culture to me is very weird because they pick and choose what they want to cancel. Because this is what I'm saying. This is the mind. I'm gonna let y'all enter my mind for 1 second, and it's not nothing special because I know many of y'all think the way I think. They cancel what they want to cancel, but the things that should be canceled because historically it would change the landscape of this country, they ain't gonna cancel that. So when we look and we see that George Washington and different people historically were slave owners, they say one of them had the teeth of slaves in his mouth. You don't get canceled for having slaves? That's not a reason to cancel somebody. Something as brutal as slavery? That's not a reason to cancel somebody? No, but he's one of the founders of the country. We have to keep the integrity. So you're trying to keep the integrity in somebody or something that didn't have no integrity. Thomas Jefferson. All these people. Let's just start all this shit over. Period. Let's cancel all the history of this shit. Start all this shit over. You know what I'm saying? Crazy to me, man. Oh, and that's another thing too before I go. I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. Nobody can tell me what I am, and because I'm a black man, that doesn't mean I'm a Democrat. So the thing is, stop believing that you have to be something, because if you're this, then you're a sellout or you're a coon. Look at the history of Democrats and Republicans before you do that. But then at the same time, don't none of them do. Hold on. I got to do the voice because I was going to do the.
Don't none of them do shit for us anyway.
Had to sneeze. So stop thinking that. And this is the thing too, I want y'all to know before I go. Stop feeling like because you have a different point of view that you have to defend yourself, that you have to argue with people. It's people who just don't agree with you. They're gonna unfriend you. They're gonna tell me they're unsubscribing. I don't care. Look, listen. I got people that's my family that got the same blood that I have. I don't like them. I don't care if we ever speak again in life. So you mean to tell me somebody that got the same blood I got, where my mother and their father is brother and sister, and I don't give a shit about them? You think I care if a stranger on the internet doesn't like me anymore? You got me
Fucked up.
People on the internet be like, I lost respect for you. Or you a lame. And all right. You think I care? I don't care. I don't know you. I don't care. I don't care. People come on my social media, they want to argue with me. I just delete you. Yo, you don't like me. Cool. Sometimes when I eat more than I'm supposed to eat, I don't like me. Sometimes when I say, damn, I'm supposed to only eat one brownie, I ate two. I get mad at me. Sometimes I don't like me. But you not liking me is not going to change me. You not liking me, I don't care. I don't care. I never asked nobody to like me. This is not I'm not in this for popularity. People be like, yo, I've seen, is message boards, is different places where I see, because every now and then you Google your name, I see people say I don't fuck with Doggie Diamonds. I be like, so what? All right, you don't fuck with me, but you fuck with him. Did you see the analogy that I made on Drink Champs about DJ Academics? Like, this is how I feel. People say, you don't fuck with me, but you fuck with him, but you call him a lame, all this shit. But you don't fuck with me though. I never really asked you to fuck with me though. My thing is just to put out content. Period. If you don't like it, fine. You don't want to watch it, fine. That ain't gonna stop me from being me. That ain't gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing. Seriously. But people be like, oh, I don't fuck with him. You don't even know me. But if you don't fuck with me, cool. I seen comments, any man who wears shades in the house. And you know, they always got these little cliches and these little fucking memes. Any man who wears shades in the house and any man who wears shades at night. And none of that shit you say is true. So who cares? Cause I wear shades and yo, I got pictures with no shades on. I got videos with absolutely no shades on, but nobody sees that. People listen. People listen.
People see what they want to see and hear what they want to hear. People see what they want to see and hear what they want to hear.
That's a fact. It don't matter what you do. If they don't like you, you can't do no right in their eyes. It's just the truth. I don't even really think nobody jealous of me. Let me tell you what I think it is. I really believe that a lot of times when we look at one another, right? When we look at one another, and the first reaction that we always say to each other sometimes is fuck that nigga. What'd he do for me? Seriously. That's what a lot of times we look and we see. Fuck that nigga. Oh, he doing that? I'ma do that too. Oh, he got this? Because we always infighting and comparing ourselves to one another, right? We always fighting over nothing, right? Look at this. It's so many of us on YouTube arguing and fighting about who got more subscribers, who doing this and who that. None of us in the millions. People that's not from our culture is in the millions. And they could get anybody on their platform. And they run to their platform. None of us is in the millions. So that's why I don't you're not my fight. You're not my op. You're not my op. You're not my enemy. And a lot of stuff, I'm going to be real with y'all. A lot of stuff I talk about, I don't even really be going through. I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't go through a lot. I love my life. I got a wonderful life. My personal life ain't the greatest, but as far as business and everything, I love my life, right? But there is a demographic of people who speaks for them? Who speaks for the downtrodden, the blackballed, the people that nobody care about, the people who contributed that got stepped on and get shitted on? Because a lot of times when people say, yo, Doggie Diamonds, could you do this? I say, yo, man, I would love to do that. But they got my hand tied. So only thing I can really do is offer my platform for you. And that's why I do that. But I get called bitter and angry and a crybaby and all this. And I'm like, the fuck how you call them any of those? How am I any of those things? Oh, because I talk about the fuck shit people be doing. Oh. So whose side are you on? Because people who expose the bullshit, I'm on your side. Seriously. People who expose this industry, people who expose these weirdos, people who expose people who's harming our people, harming the culture, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Please, if you got a platform and you speaking out for the injustices that's being done to us, financially, spiritually, physically, mentally, I'm on your side. So when people say they don't rock with me, I'll be like, well, what did I do? They wanted me to do album reviews. You know how many people say, yo, could you do album reviews? Could you review albums? Hell no. These people like French Montana might still be mad at me because I said Chopper Down was whack. That shit was whack. I lay a nigga down. That shit was whack. Period. It was whack. I didn't say you was whack. I thought the song was whack. He saw a wreck and was like, yo, your man be hating on my shit. But then Deb could go on Drink Champs and say, no, Chopper Down wasn't it for him. Oh. Oh. See what I'm saying? But if they see me, they probably would have wanted to fight me, stab me, or cut me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I said a song was whack. So I don't review albums. I only really talk. It's always talk about what I love. I don't really talk about what I hate. I talk about what I love. I celebrate people that made music that I love. I bring them on here. They bring me back. Yo, I did not know Lord Digger did that Mysterious Misfit, because it's a song called IBR. I'm telling you, I love that record. Love that song. I was just looking it up. And then when I interviewed Khadija, it was crazy because she's on the Upside Down song and he produced that. I didn't even know that. See how when you dealing with the culture, off topic really quick before I go. When you deal with the culture, this culture that we in of hip hop and music, we all connected. It's 6 degrees of separation between all of us. You know this person that knew this person that produced this, that did this, like, yo, this is dope. Look how we all connected. And we don't own none of this shit. Look how we created all of this stuff. We don't own none of this shit. I interview Lord Digger, Cuban Link. I mean, just run them off. Run off all the names of the people that I've interviewed in the past 2 months. You don't look and see no interview with 400,000 views or 1 million views. But if I get on here and say, yo, fuck this dude, fuck that dude, I'm like, yo, I'm going on my platform talking about hip hop culture. Just shit is cultural. One day people gonna say, yo, that shit was cultural. That shit was good for the culture. Because shout out. No. Let me not do that. Shout out to everybody who sends me DM. Shout out to everybody who hit me who love this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who's hit me up saying, yo, that shit is good for the culture. Large amount. You know what I'm saying? Like listen, shit is cultural. If I'm telling y'all, if it was about views and if it was about certain things, that's easy. I'm telling you it's easy. But I'm just showing y'all something, that when you deal with hip hop and you deal with the culture and you deal with the shit that we so-called love, nobody really love it. It's just a small demographic that love it. When you got sensationalized titles and you got beef, that's always going to get propelled to the front. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to get propelled to the front. But again, I ain't going to stop bringing on these guys that I that I think is dope, because it only gets 10,000 views or 4,000. I'm not going to stop. I mean, shit. I interviewed the lead singer from 702. That made me happy. Honestly, if the fact that, see, this is what, look at things from my perspective, right? I'm a guy from Brooklyn. No matter what I accomplish, I'm very, very humble about my position in life and where I'm at. That's why I don't like that legend shit or none of that shit, because I still feel like I got work to do, right? But the lead, see, some of y'all look at people and say, well, she ain't shit. She ain't do nothing in a while. I don't look at stuff like that. I'm like, yo, this is Camila from 702. I watch her videos a long time. I loved her music. Now she knows me and knows my name and respects me. Yo, that's everything to me. So when I look and it don't have a certain amount of views, sometimes I get a little disappointed. Like, damn, I wish more people had saw this. I wish more people tapped into this. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it ain't going. I'm not going to stop because somebody say, "Oh, he's not this or he's not." I'm not going to stop because I tell you what. After I did it, look how many Karan Goodman interviews popped up. Now that's my brother. Karan will be on here every night if I needed him to. I could call Q on the phone right now. We'll build right now. That's my brother. But look how many interviews. Just put Karan Goodman interview in the YouTube search after I did it. I gotta tell you, I'm the king if nothing else. Because they watch what I do and they try not to support it. And then they say, well, damn, how could we emulate that somehow? And Q would hit me and he'd be like, yo, what's up, what's up? I tell him, yo, bro, I don't care who it is, just do the press. I don't like some of these people. I don't rock with some of these people. But do the interview, bro. Just get the press. You got projects to push and all that. You can't, I could only do but so much. You'll see somebody trying to interview Cuban Link soon. You'll see somebody hitting up large amount. Just watch. Just watch. I'm telling y'all. The first person over the wall catches all the arrows. The first person that runs out gets shot first. It just is what it is. It don't even bother me. It did at one point. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It did. I used to be a little pissed off, but then I started realizing, that's just the nature of the beast. I get credit for almost starting the whole genre of what you're watching and what I'm doing. Well, I think in 2015, the only person who was going live and doing this was myself and Star, mainly Star, and then I started doing it 2015, right? But as far as interviews and podcasting type thing, I get all the credit for that. You know, everybody say, well, he's one of the founders and all that. Cool. It is what it is. But where's the reward for being one of the first people? Credit is that ain't worth nothing because I see people who do stuff and they got 1 million subscribers. They got I be like, damn. But then I start looking at what they did. I say, you know what? Damn. They're an asshole. But I don't call out a lot of stuff no more because it makes you seem like you're unhappy and I'm not unhappy. I don't never want to come off unhappy. Anybody who knows me as a person that's been around me, that's around me, know that I joke a lot, play a lot. I be chilling. Shout out to Rochester, New York. When I love the upstate movement, did I not make videos about upstate? I was telling y'all, upstate, you know, is the new wave of music. Pre Griselda being on Tidal and Rap Radar and all that stuff. I was been talking about go back. Benny the Butcher interview first. Go back. Go back. So when these guys make it to where I guess they're publicly accepted by everybody, I be happy. Always happy for people. Always happy for people. Papoose. Go look back. At one point, all the interviews you saw with Papoose was me. And a lot of the videos you seen from this is damn, what year is this? I can't tell you the year. Maybe it's 2011, 2012, one of the two. But all the interviews of Papoose was me. When he met Minister Farrakhan, I filmed it. Shot mad videos for him. Used to speak to him every day on the phone. 3-4 hour conversations. I ain't heard from him in like 10 years though. I know my intentions was good. That's what I'm saying. It ain't the end of the world. So when you see people navigating through this game and through this business, you just be like, all right, that's what's up. I'm still happy for you. Still happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Still happy. If I once rocked with you and I wanted you to win, still want you to win. Even if you don't root for me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But that's why I did the video. Go back and look. Nobody's your friend in this business. But yeah, I gotta go. So me and Saigon is going through back and forth on DMs. I think we're gonna do something at noon tomorrow. So hopefully, let me look at the DM. Let me show y'all right now, so y'all don't think I'm lying. I know y'all know I ain't no liar, but so you could look and see. This is me and Saigon. Let's do it at noon. You got a new song dropping tomorrow. Send me the picture for artwork copy. See? So that's me and Saigon going back and forth. You can see at the top. Yeah. So yeah, before I go, if you want to, it's your option. Follow me on Instagram, Doggie Diamonds, Twitter. I tweet a lot. I don't post on Instagram a lot, but I tweet a lot. Take my shades off for a minute. Nah, my bags is crazy today. Yeah, so I was about to take my shades off. I'm look extremely tired because I'm tired. But what it is, I go to the gym every day. I know I shouldn't go every day, but I go every day. If I don't go to the gym, I don't know. I might be I don't know. I might be violent. I don't know. I think it calms me down. It soothes me. Activity, running and physical activity is good for your brain. Sometimes you're sitting dormant. Sometimes you just be sitting there thinking, stewing in your juices sometimes. So yeah. So I go to the gym. So I'm tired. It's already going on midnight. I already showered, did all that stuff. And that's it. You already know everything for me is in the description box. So if you want to know anything about me, anything you need from me is right in the description box. So let me cut this back on. Hopefully these old donations ain't popping back up. Because I never saw none of them donations. And donations been popping up. Do I meditate? Yep, when I'm asleep. It's the only because meditation is cool. I've done it before, but I ain't going to just be sitting there like this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to sit there with the jack. My meditating is just laying down, relaxing. That's how I meditate. I don't even have to be sleeping, just chilling. But I ain't going to just be like, nah, I ain't doing that. But yeah, everything with me is in the description box. I gotta go. I'm traveling all next week too, so I might not be on here next week, but I've got a bunch of videos going out. A bunch of the interviews that I was supposed to put out is all coming out next week because I'm probably not going to be live next week because again, I'm traveling. Cali, we'll be in Cali. It's the 100th episode of the Gangster Chronicles, so I gotta be out there for that. Yeah, it is what it is. Man. Oh yeah, you already know what I'm about to say. Follow instructions. Until next time. Make sure you click subscribe, youtube.com/Doggie Diamonds TV. And another thing before I go, I didn't have a tan. No, I think I did have a tan. I think I did go away and come back. I'm not sure, but it was the color correction. I wasn't that dark. I think it was the color correction. I did that because I color my own videos and everything too. So yeah. So yeah, but I look mad brown. Yeah, but it was the color correction. It was me. You know what I'm saying? So but oh yeah, follow destruction. Follow destruction. Don't follow destruction. Follow instruction. Peace.
Make sure you click subscribe, youtube.com/Doggie Diamonds TV. Until next time, peace.
And another thing, nah, I'm only playing. I'm only playing. I'm out. I just like the fact that, like, I wish I could just show y'all what's going on over here, because it's like a program where I control everything, so I could just like hit different buttons and different stuff comes in and out, yeah. So this is like the opening screen, that's how I start the show. And this is the screen where I'm doing the interviews. And this is me by myself. This is the outro.
Make sure you
this is the intro. This is when, and then I had to make this scene right here because when I go live with people and I'm on their show for StreamYard. So I had to do this where I'm, so yeah, it's a lot that I had to do. I like this. I gotta do more screens too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do more screens. And then, I cover this up sometimes, I got banners, I got all types of stuff that I be in here doing. I'm telling you, I wish I could show y'all this screen. Is it a way to show y'all this screen? I think it is. Hold on. What if, oh no. See, that's y'all. I don't want to show y'all. Let me move this over here. Let me be. No. That was not smart. That was not smart. All right. This is when you start the DTM. You know what DTM is? Doing too much.
Right now, I'm doing too much.
I'm out. I wish I could just hit y'all with a white screen, but yeah, maybe I could make a white screen. Sky's the limit with all of this. But y'all, I'm out, y'all. Peace. I need to take some callers one day too. I ain't speak to y'all in a minute. All right, peace.